Welcome back. So we're boss decided to go driving past the moment I started recording. I suppose I could restart this because this is a post commentary because stuff. Yeah, I recorded like almost 4 hours of the game, then noticed that my microphone was turned down so low you can't even notice the fact that there is audio in the background there. So yeah, rather disappointed with that. So yes, but anyway, I'm on the post commentary now, and I'm probably going to do this in stages because I really don't want to sit down and record 4 hours of post commentary all at once. So I don't know how much I'll actually do. There's also the fact that this one should have been live about 4 hours ago with my usual update schedule, so I'm probably only going to record like 12 to 15 minutes here and then do the rest later and split it as stuff. But anyway, yeah, it's frustrating for another reason as well, because I made some predictions about plot developments and stuff whilst I was playing through it, and now when I say that, oh, I called that, you could be like, yeah, sure you did because you've already played it and stuff, but you know, things, I mean, I don't know, you might occasionally hear tiny little murmurs of my previous voiceoverness. It's not like some of the... Yeah. It's not like some of the previous ones where it was really quiet and you could actually still hear me if you listen close. It was like, it literally was inaudible, so yeah. I don't want to just upload it as is. I do want my dulcet tones there to keep it interesting for you, and I was like, I wonder what's over here, so I went climbing and then realised there was nothing. This was one of the better sections of the game though, I'd say, this part that was out here with all the explosions going on. I mean, it was all like pre-scripted stuff, there was nothing dynamic about it or anything like that, but it was still pretty interesting. I liked it. It was quite pretty, so there were some interesting visual effects and stuff. And it took on a more combat-y sort of, yeah, thing, whatchamajig, and I made that grenade launcher. I don't know, it's like, it was one of those occasions where I kind of felt, the fact that it was taking a much stronger combat focus, considering the nature of the game so far, up to this point. I was a little bit, but I think it worked quite well, because, you know, there was some where it suddenly gets all this heavy combat stuff and you're like, where the hell did this come from? At least this has a precedent, it built up properly, you know? Because there were scenes before this where there was some fighting and stuff, and then this one was, you know, more action oriented. I've said that like 8 times now. It's obvious that I kind of have no idea what I'm talking about. I don't really know what to talk about here. It's been a while since I played this. It's been like, I mean, I finished recording it months ago now, so I've recorded all sorts of other stuff. Shameless self-plug, go check out my other stuff. There's other stuff there that doesn't have post-commentary with me randomly rambling about the same thing over and over and over and over and over. Just waiting for some of the dudes to come out because I knew there was some more down there and they kept throwing Diamondite at me. I was like, no, escape! Diamondite! I'd also started to really like the pistol by this point. So remember I kept saying that I probably wasn't going to use anything other than the bow? Well, after I'd upgraded the weapons a wee bit, like the shotgun and the pistol, I did find that I was starting to like them a lot. When you were playing Lara without the dual pistols, I kind of liked it as well. It's more realistic. So, I mean, realistically, you don't use dual pistols because you can't aim properly with them. It's like trying to use... It's like being in a combat environment with an HMG. You don't use an HMG to shoot your enemies. You use an HMG to make a lot of noise and make the opposing forces extremely nervous, and you make them lay down while the dude over there circles around and gets them with an assault rifle. And that's pretty much what using dual pistols would be like, because you can't aim properly with them. So it's all about rate of firing at as many people as possible. And then there's load down. I mean, I know in film she had that speed loader thing on the back. It's just not practical. But anyway, yeah, having a single pistol made it feel a lot more fluid for me. It made it feel a lot more natural. It was a lot more sensible as well. I did like the sound effects with it. I like the way they echo. Shotgun was pretty cool, but I'm kind of biased when it comes to shotguns. I've always had a soft spot for shotguns. Rainbow Six Vegas was, what's the word I'm looking for? But yeah, using shotguns in Rainbow Six Vegas. Anyway, I kept it. I really am in the mood for just repeating everything like millions of times. So in Rainbow Six Vegas, with Rainbow Six Vegas, that game Rainbow Six Vegas, the Tom Clancy one, Rainbow Six Vegas. Rainbow Six Vegas. Anyway, what's going on with me today? And yeah, when I was playing that, especially online, one of the first games that I actually played online properly. I mean, I've played online before, it was only little bits and pieces. That one just really caught my attention for some reason. I spent dozens of hours into it. And once I unlocked the Spaz 12, which you could get, which I actually got earlier than that by looting it from enemies and other people that had it. They'd drop it for me sometimes. But once I unlocked it myself anyway, it was my go-to weapon, and I'd use it. I became so proficient with it that I put a scope on it. And people would be like, why do you have a scope on the Spaz 12? And then we'd be up on this, I can't remember the name of the map, but it was 2 buildings, one either side anyway, and we'd kind of look across and they'd be like, why are you using a 12 times sniping scope on a shotgun? And then I'd be like, boom! And I'd kill them from the roof of the opposite building, and I'd be like, that's why. And they'd be like, hacks! I'm like, no, you're obviously not familiar with the Spaz 12, it's really hacks. Sniped with it. I could get people with headshots with the Spaz 12. So yeah, I kind of like shotguns, but the Spaz 12 is ridiculously tight grouping. It's actually built for medium range. You wouldn't think that with a shotgun. People always think of shotgun as being, the close range green sweeper. But the standard purpose assault shotgun 12 gauge Spaz 12 was actually designed for using at range. It has an effective range of something like 150 feet. That's a long way for those who don't know. That's a very long way. So I mean, the shotgun in Tomb Raider is kind of only really useful at close range, and it's great for opening doors and stuff. I suppose I could use the shotgun here, but it made a lot more sense to be using the assault rifle in this kind of environment, because you need the finer accuracy with everything up there and the thingy bobs and stuff, and the pistol as well was useful. But I finally learned my lesson. For those who've watched previous installments will see that instead of relying on the bow and arrow, I actually started making sensible use of the equipment I had available, using the grenade, which grenades are useful. Grenades were very useful, a lot more so than I anticipated actually. I didn't think I'd end up using them that much, but yeah, grenades were definitely a good choice. The grenades, those things that I keep mentioning. Is it with me today? You could say I'm out of practice at commentary, but I'm not. I've been recording recently, I just haven't been recording Tomb Raider. I suppose it's probably because I can't remember the game all that well, because I've done so much since then. I've had so many other things going on that I can't really comment on what happened and what's about to happen, and I just was looking around at this point, I suppose. Could give you a run and try to see if there was anything up there, and obviously there wasn't. That is one of my complaints about the game. It is a lot more linear than it seems in some places. There are some large open areas, and then there are others that are tunnels like this, which isn't such a terrible thing. It does add a bit of variety, so it's not like some things where you get the illusion of openness. There are some large open areas, and then there are some tunnel areas, and it's like this, the tunnel, corridors, I suppose you could say. And they do sort of flip back and forth between them at regular intervals and at sensible intervals as well. Yeah, I got stuck up there then. I was actually trying to jump up onto it, thinking if I got up onto it I could jump higher. I was just exploring, seeing what was around, but this is the complaint I have about it with how linear it is. You look at a lot of things, and in the original game, because you had control over when she'd grab, I'd have been able to grab that ledge there. And I'd have been able to jump up to the previous one, so there's also the fact that she's trying to jump up there, which suggests to me actually that maybe she was supposed to go up there at some point. One of those things that was just left out, and maybe they were just there. I was trying to get up onto the but it didn't work there, so I finally gave up. I think. Or did I keep trying again? No, I'm still trying. Okay, so yeah, now I get the unusual perspective of being able to look at what I recorded from the point of view of somebody else who would be watching, and I realise that all this here is kind of dull, isn't it? Me just going around in circles doing the same thing over and over. Yeah, try to blow that up again, just haven't figured it out. But no, there is nothing there, so methinks it is time for me to move. Oh, come on, Cooey, even I'm annoyed with myself now. Get on with it! You're boring everyone, you're boring yourself. Come on, past Coulson. This is future Cooey telling you to get on with it. There you go get shot in the face a few times. That's more interesting. What people are here for, they want to see you die. I want to see you die. I want to see me die. So come on, get dying. And with that, I'm actually going to call a stop to this one here, and I'll do the rest later when I've not quite so meh. Because it's boring the crap out of me. So, you know, thanks for watching and all that jazz and explosions and death and ta-ta.